could work when I want to, whenever I work. Everything's online. Like, this is the life. Until you're getting dragged across the internet for something you wrote back in 2003 on Twitter. I just feel like social media loves showing the good side of business. The mansions, the fancy cars, the trips overseas, the luxury purchases. But very little do people talk about the negative side of business. Don't get me wrong, people are talking about it, but I feel like it's not equally being talked about as the wins are shared, especially knowing that in business, you're gonna take way more losses than you are going to have wins. It's just the nature of business. So this is why I am making this video. Also, disclaimer, this video is not put up to discourage anyone from starting their business. If you have an amazing idea and that idea came to you, it came to you for a reason. Act out on it and change the world, okay? Do not get discouraged by this video. But yeah, let's jump right into it. I absolutely love having an online business. And a business in which I use social media to make money from the comfort of my home. I could even work from home if I wanted to, but all of my business stuff, it was taking up my house, okay? It was everywhere. I had to get an office space, but I could work when I want to, whenever I work. Everything's online. Like, this is the life. Until you're getting dragged across the internet for something you wrote back in 2003 on Twitter. Was Twitter even out in 2003? I don't know. But one thing I've noticed about online business owners is that you have to be perfect. And when I talk about online business owners, I'm talking about small business owners. I'm not talking about Walmart and Target, because yeah, they're online too. Yeah, everybody's online, but I'm talking about small business owners. Dang, people blowing me up. I'm talking about small business owners, to be very particular, small black owned businesses, to be very, very particular, small black owned women, small black women owned businesses. But anyways, you have to be perfect. You cannot make any mistakes, especially when you have achieved a certain level of success that is shocking for you, but also shocking for people around you. You know what? Before I start just giving general information and bits and pieces about why business can be negative and stuff, I want to start off by sharing my own personal experience. So if most of you have been following me for a while, you know my entire journey of going from a struggling single mother, working a job, living paycheck to paycheck, to being a six-figure business owner. And the whole purpose of me sharing my journey has always been to motivate and to inspire others. And it's just always been good. When I made those $30,000-$40,000 my first year of business, I was so excited. I just had to start making YouTube videos to share the wealth, to share the knowledge, to help other people along the way, because it just was placed in my heart to do so. But as positive as that is, you don't know how much of a challenge it can be to be online with a lot of negative people. I have learned the hard way that people do not want to see you win, but also, and not everybody, but it's never everybody who feels this way, but there are people out there who don't want to see you win. It's people out there that are threatened by, envious of, and jealous of how far you've come, how you've been able to do it, how you've achieved your success, how fast you've gotten to it. It's a lot of people out there like that. And I know it because I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been on both sides. I've been the person struggling, living paycheck to paycheck, settling in life and completely miserable. And everybody that I saw doing what I always wanted to do, like I always was side-eyeing them like, who she thinks she is? How was she able to do that? Like, it was a life of negativity and drama. I've been there before, so I get it. But now that I'm on the other side of it, like I'm the person that actually believed in myself, took risk, invested into myself, and achieved success. It's like, wow, like, wow. Is this my karma? Is this my karma? Because I used to be that way, and now I'm in this position and I'm experiencing what the other, it could very well be karma. But there are certain things you just don't understand until you are in a particular set of shoes. And once I've achieved my success and I shared it online for motivational reasons, instantly like this, I've noticed people start to switch up. People will treat you differently. For example, I'm a very opinionated person, and I don't even want to even say opinionated. It's not that I'm opinionated, it's just that I have strong beliefs and views, and there are certain things that I'm gonna stand up for and put my foot down for, and there's nothing no one else can tell me about it. If it's something I believe in and I know that I have positive intentions and a good heart when I say certain things, and I just say it and I put it out there, then, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. And that's what I've always done. But I've noticed, like, when I first hit those $100,000 and I shared it, it's like the same strong, valued, passionate post that I will always make. It was like now they're being criticized. Now they're being taken out of context. Now I'm being told to humble myself more and not forget where I came from. And God's gonna snatch you off of that high horse you think you're trotting around on. And it's like, wow. Wow, the switch up. It's almost like you can't even be your true authentic self anymore, because you have to constantly think about, if I put this out here, how are people gonna twist it? If I put this out there, am I gonna get canceled? Are people gonna cancel me? Are they gonna stop supporting me and my business? If I lose my business, how am I gonna support my lifestyle, my family, my dreams? Like, it just be so many thoughts that run through your head, and it's like, it's miserable. Like, nobody wants to, you don't want to have to go through something where you have to always question and second guess everything, so you're not stepping on the toes of others, and that you're not making others feel uncomfortable, and you're not saying things that others can turn and use to weaponize, or to use it as a weapon against you, to feed their narratives of situation, to feed their narrative of a situation. And it just sucks. Like, I don't know if I'm really explaining this as well as I possibly could, but I instantly noticed that people started to treat me differently. And of course, like, when that happens, I block people, I unfriend people, I try to keep it moving, but then there's just always more people, and it just never stops. People are truly threatened by success, and if they're not threatened, they could be envious of it. And I remember, like, back then, before I achieved success, I was like, oh, people just talking, oh, they just feeling themselves now, right? Like, oh, they got money, they feeling themselves. Now all of a sudden they got all of these invisible, imaginary haters, you know? But now that I'm on the other side now, I see that it's true. It is so true. It's so many people, like, they're not happy with where they are in life, maybe along your journey, they identified where you were at the same level as them. They identified with that. They felt motivated by that. But for some of these people, as soon as you surpass them, they just like, it does something to them because they weren't able to keep up. They let obstacles get them down. They chose to stay in a negative funk that kept them stuck while you continue to soar. And they don't like that about themselves. But instead of them acknowledging and having some type of self-accountability for the fact that they are where they are because of them, it's easier for them to find flaws in you and to point out any imperfections and any impurities in you, and it makes them feel better. So it's just like, it just really sucks that happens. And that's something that a lot of people don't speak on. And I've been seeing it so much too, because I only, you know, I don't want to say only, because, you know, I got some people that's a mix, you know, a little bit of a mix. But I am friends with a lot of successful business owners or just successful people in their careers all together on my Facebook. So I am seeing these people like work really hard, and within 6 months, they made their first $100,000. This year, I'm seeing Facebook friends reach their first million. And we're only in August, and they've reached $1 million this year. I follow a lot of successful people, and I have witnessed the switch up with my own 2 eyes. How people are motivating them, rooting them on, like here for it, inspired by it. But as soon as they share that success, now I'm seeing people all up under their comments on their social media, pointing out like small little flaws and finding anything to be negative about in their comment section. And I'm just witnessing it, and I'm just like, see, nobody ever talks about this. Nobody ever talks about how lonely you start to feel when you feel like people don't understand you no more. When you feel like all people ever want to do is nitpick you and point out all of your flaws and tell you how you didn't do enough, or even though you did a good deed, you should have did it this way or that way, or you went about it wrong. If you making all that money, you should have spent $10,000 more on this, that, and the third. Now all of a sudden people are criticizing you and critiquing you in a way they have never done before. And like I said, this is a part of business nobody talks about. It makes you feel alone. It makes you feel like, damn, like if people can switch up on me that fast, who can I really trust? Do I have the right people in my circle? And it kind of isolates you. It's about to rain outside. And it kind of isolates you and just kind of have you feeling like, damn. It can low-key like put you into a depression where you know, you just don't even want to deal with people no more. Like you don't even want to deal with people no more. And it's really like a negative headspace to be in. And then on top of that, obviously if you're achieving success, especially in your business, that means you have 10 times more orders to fulfill, 10 times more work that you need to do. So it's like having to battle with that, like wanting to distance yourself. You might go into a depression and you still have all of these orders to fulfill, all of these orders to push out, all of these orders, you know, that you have to work on. Like it can be so much on you mentally and on your mental health, and it sucks. Another thing is, I have not experienced this, well, yeah, I have experienced this where when you achieve a certain level of success, when you definitely have the qualifications to ask for what you are worth on your products and services, people expect you to still be perfect 100%. Even though you're one person, even though you're a human, and no human can ever be perfect, so you're going to make some sort of mistakes along the way. But after you've achieved a certain level of success, a certain level of awareness. Maybe you have a huge following on social media. Maybe you just hit a $50,000 month or whatever it is that is super amazing, and you shared that experience with others. Now you make one little mistake and you're getting dragged online. People are making posts about you. This is unacceptable. I spent this amount of money on this product, or I paid for this and it's been 2 weeks and I still haven't received my products. This is unacceptable. I can't believe we made this person a millionaire, or this person got all of these followers and this is how they do business. And oh my gosh, y'all, the critiques that you will receive, the way people will put you on a pedestal you never asked to be on. People will put you on a pedestal, and as soon as you do not live up to their idea of perfect, they want to tell the entire world about a minor mistake that you have made. And it's not fair, especially when you know what it takes to be in business. Business is all about taking risks. Business is built on a system of taking losses and failures. That is why everybody can't be a business owner, because everybody don't have what it takes to take risks. Everybody they're not mentally prepared to accept loss after loss after loss after loss after loss after loss after loss before they have their big win. When you're in business, you can't sit and wait around to have all of the answers. That's just not how business works. There are going to be certain parts of the process where you just got to take a leap of faith, where you just got to jump out there and hope for the best. That's just what business is. And when you take a loss, when you make a mistake, that is what teaches you how to be better going forward. That is the best teacher for anybody that is in business. Your losses are learning lessons. But the people who are not business owners do not understand that. So they view business as being robotic. The customer is always right. You must always speak to people in a positive tone. Even though they've cussed you out, they read you for filth, they insulted you, they insulted your craft, you are to respond to them by saying, I am so very sorry that you had this experience. You're 100% right. Here's the product and here's 100% refund. And as a matter of fact, we're going to give you unlimited free supplies for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's how people want business owners to be. No, sweetie. No, we are human. We have feelings. This is our dreams. Our business is our baby. Like, it takes a business owner to understand the trials and tribulations that come with running a business. And most customers, they're not able to understand that because they're still stuck on a system where the customer is always right. And that's not true at all. Yes, business owners make mistakes. Yes, we should be accountable for our mistakes and try our best to make up for anything that we have personally did wrong. But it's just like, when you're a successful business owner, people, they're just out to get you. Any little negative thing you do wrong, they're out to get you. Even recently, like with the pink sauce lady, like, yeah, she's a chef. Yes, she made this amazing product. Yes, she made a lot of mistakes, but was it worthy of the drag? All of the people dragging her, wishing lawsuits on her, people making videos with false claims of being sick, people coming for her, wanting her to go out of business, threatening her livelihood, all because she took a risk and she betted on herself. Like I said, business is not perfect. It's about taking risks, and you won't get it right the first time. It's just not the nature of business. Can she overcome and correct all of her wrongs? Yes. But the way people came for her, did y'all see it? oh my gosh. And then before her, it was someone else. And before someone else, it was someone else. There are always like business owners just being dragged, and it's never like a multi-billion-dollar company like Walmart. It's never Target, Walmart, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. It's always a small business owner, somebody who is trying to break generational curses and create generational wealth for themselves, their families, and people who actually are in the community and want to give back to their communities. These are the people that are getting dragged the most. And it just kind of sucks having, you know, an online business, and these are the things that you are going to have to go through when you're successful. I haven't seen a successful person not go through this yet. Another thing with being an online business owner is knowing that being an online business owner is like every time you're online, it's about work. Like, you can't even be online for pleasure. You can't even, let's say I'm making wigs, I have wigs that I need to work on. I take breaks. I take breaks every 30 minutes. I need to take a break. I take a lunch break. I take all types of breaks. So if I have a customer who doesn't understand my turnaround times and my policy, and they see me making statuses on Facebook every 30 minutes, that person automatically feel like I'm not giving out good customer service. Just because they paid me, I need to be spending every minute, every second of my day working on wigs. I'm not allowed to get on social media and joke around and share posts. I can't update anybody on anything. I just can't step away for 2 seconds to make a Facebook post, a social media post. I can't go outside. I can't go to the gym. Did y'all see that post one day? Can't go to the gym without a customer saying, oh, you did this, that, and the third, but I saw you at the gym the other day. But you could have been working on my products. You could have been working on getting me my product and working on this for me, but I saw you at the gym the other day. What? So it's like being online, people feel entitled to you all around the clock. They feel entitled to your time, and they feel like they can dictate what you do every hour of the day. And like I said, some people just have that mindset about businesses. They just feel like businesses are supposed to work around the clock. We can't have no personal life. We can't have our own personal views, our own opinions. We just got to be 100% like for the customer, working all day long, just slaves to our business, slaves to our customers. And we just can't be ourselves. We can't have no downtime. It'd be the entitlement for me. It'd be the entitlement. It'd be the entitlement. And like if you're like a business coach or someone who, I've been using the business coach title loosely because I really haven't done any coaching. I just have business courses and classes. But it's like you can be a business educator, and because of that, because you give out a lot of free information, and because you know you're positive, you have positive energy and stuff, people feel entitled to you all around the clock. People feel like they can just slide in your DMs and they can get all of this free information from you. And if you just didn't have the time to respond to their DMs the same day or within the same week, all of a sudden you're a mean girl. All business owners that teach, that coach, they're mean girls now. All of them. Whenever you don't do something someone's way, the way they want you to do it, you're a mean girl. you're a mean girl now. You're a mean girl now. Whenever you create like any post about the truth, whenever you make any social media post about the truth, put people on game, like giving people that true, authentic, realness that they need, not no cookie cutter, rainbows and butterflies, hold hands, skip in a field of flowers stuff, right? But when you keep it real authentic with them, all of a sudden you're a mean girl. All of a sudden you're a mean girl. Everybody's a mean girl now. Everybody's a mean girl. Everybody's a mean girl. And it just kind of sucks. It just really, really sucks. Being a successful business owner online means that you have to meet unrealistic standards and expectations of others who have never been in your situation, never been in your spot. And if you don't meet those expectations, you're going to be dragged in these social media streets. Well, if y'all like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. If you want me to make more videos on topics like this, leave it in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.